Hello and welcome to the program Ghana Speaks. I'm so happy, so excited that you've made time on this very occasion to be with us on this very program. And as you know, this program is proudly brought to you by Hawk Investigations Company and WACO, the new kid on the block. When it comes to investigations, for all your investigative related activities fall under Hawk Investigations Limited. If you need a PI to perform a special assignment by investigating on something very important, call Hawk Investigations on 020-228-3252. That's 020-228-3252. Do you need sand or gravel for building and construction projects? Look no further. Kindly call 050-5714-871. 050-5714-871. Once you call WACO, they will be there to give you all the assistance that you need. Welcome. We'll be right back after this. In a world where darkness rules, a world without a law, a world where truth is hidden, this is the world where we shine our light to make it better so you can sleep. We are the hunters of truth. Hawk Investigation Company. We hunt for the truth. Call us any day, anytime, and we will be there to hunt for your truth. Welcome back. Let's begin with what happened at Obuasi in the Ashanti region. The clash between the military and the youth that led to the death of 8 beautiful people. It is an unfortunate situation. One would have said this shouldn't have happened. To lose one life is not an easy kind of loss, let alone to lose about 8 people. But the question that most people are asking is, how did it happen? There's one thing that we're supposed to go into detail to find out how it happened. Over the period, a media personality has been blamed for this. Captain Smarts of Unyo TV and Media General. A lot of things have been said of the said gentleman that he was the one behind it and that he influenced this whole thing. Maybe you have not watched the very video upon which people are basing on to say that he was the one who influenced the whole situation. It's trended. So this is just an excerpt for you.
Say Ghana mebuna mo wo boase kwa menenim ho. Munji bum ko. Obi anko pe de akom de na onya obedi o. Obi anko. Abodam. Munko. Listen, say AGA, no, let me tell you, if you guys don't take care, we will chase you out of this country, I swear. My careful, we will chase you out of this country. Because listen, move it to the cyanide hole, almost 100 meters square, aqua to South Africa. Debbie, move it to me, cyanide square. 100 meters square, Samiensa, to South Africa na. Na nye ti bonko som panifu edi en so na bona. Ana se bona. Yenum di en so a ebede na nipa betwa niama wenum. Moment me South Africa. Enu ni ade a me pese na na do te ase. Minister of Lands and Natural Resources says AGAS say Obuasi and the youth of Obuasi rise. Most sorry. If you say when you go to the Mpandidia,
all right. Then he came back to respond to it. For me, I would have expected him to say something different. At least people have lost their lives. Start with something like, you are sorry for the loss of the lives of these people, and this and that and this and that. Then you can flow. But he started by saying he owes no one apology, which becomes some kind of an arrogant kind of attitude. Maybe you've not watched the response that he made. Watch this one too.
I don't owe anybody explanation, but I just want you to know, sir, some video now more can as if say see and then video no June 2023. Guys, the year Juma 2023 na no mo year Juma. Omo kwa mi nanim. 2024 no mo kwa mi nanim. It's an abandoned pit. So whoever is pushing anybody to use an old video to come and portray, say, as if say Captain Smart, yes, I know I am the king of morning shows. That's number one. Number two, I know when it comes to information in this.
Good. Now let's look at it from journalistic point of view, all angles, and try our best possible why there will be a link between what Captain Smart said and what happened in Obuasi some few days ago. It is an undisputed fact that the media is a powerful tool. That is one fact that a lot of people seem to forget about whenever we are talking about the power of the media. One can do, or someone can do, a program on something, and the person will get just a view. Trust me, that one viewer might be a terrorist or evil person who will use that video to commit a crime that will lead to the death of millions of people. That is how powerful the media is. The question that I'm asking is, what he said, was it a responsible statement? No, it was an irresponsible statement. For you to say that they should invade a mining company, a legally licensed mining company operating their own business, that for me is a criminal offense, and he should have been arrested that very day. If the laws of this country were working, he should have been arrested that very day. How come he was left off the hook? Now, his point was that he made a video way back 2023 in June. So how can people link it to this? Captain, you of all people shouldn't be asking this, because at least I know that you have a background in mass communication, diploma in communication studies in Kumasi. So that is where you had your media training. So you are a broadcast journalist, also an on-air personality who runs a morning show, as you call yourself, the king of the morning show, or king of the morning shows for that matter. Question is, how do people build what you call cases when it comes to the legal arena, the legal framework? Someone can quote an event that happened way back and will say that this happened this a particular year, 20 years later it happened, 20 years later this happened, 30 years later this happened, so I can now conclude and put it to you that you did it because you have a family history. Someone can pick a video that someone made maybe 10 years ago and will decide to sit down with a chin from the pan, begin to go through every word, and at the end will find something wrong with it and will prosecute the person, will be jailed for it. Something that he said maybe 10 years ago. Someone can use your video. I'm trying to establish the link why people are alleging that you, Captain, influenced the situation. So it's not about whether you did it in 2021, 2019, 2018, 2017 or what. It's about the link that can be established on grounds of law. The first thing is, one, someone with, or let's say an agitator, someone with evil mind, with bad intentions can easily look for this very video and share it to maybe 5-6 people. In committing a crime or in doing something that probably will harm a society, you don't need many people. You need influential pillars, the people who can talk, the loudmouths. These are the people that you need. So if there is a WhatsApp group with about 5-6 agitators or influencers who can easily influence a society, all that they have to do is to share, or for this agitator to share the video in it. And what do you think will happen? At the end, people will say that, okay, let's influence our people so that they will go based on what Captain Smart said. And all that the agitator has to say that, look, I just saw this video of Captain Smart. He did it way back 2023. That is what he was saying. And I believe if we had, acted upon, we could have done something better. Why don't we do something now? Tell your people. And these guys, because they have the influence, will just influence some young people, and hence the result of what's going to happen. The second one is someone can easily pick a video, okay, and then put a group of people together, share it with them, and then we'll tell them and explain to them, listen to every word that Captain is speaking, everything that he's saying, and let's act upon it. Straight up, that person influenced them. The third one, it could be a friendly chat of what the person saw the video and decided to share it with maybe my producer, like or any other person. He shared the video and the person picked up and was like, wow, I've never seen this video before. Oh, okay. And then straight up, the person also decided to share it in a group, and that led to one thing, and that led to what happened in Obuasi. So for me, I can establish this on grounds of law, that if you decide to come from that angle, a lot of point can be made based on what I've said. There are other angles that I will not go there. So the allegations that people are making that you were the one who influenced the situation could come from this very angle or any of these angles. However, the point must also be established that it's possible that you had nothing to do with this, because as far as I'm concerned, this clash between the mining, the galamseyers and the military many a time happens once a year or something like that. So one can say that it just happened. It was accidental. It happened because it was a coincidental issue. It's not something that you intentionally had in mind that this was going to be the damage and you decided to go ahead to do it. It was something that you said, and happens that you came and clashed with the very thing that you were going to do at that particular time. Yes, you said it way back 2023, but someone saw the video and decided to use it to do harm. That is the most important thing. So the clear message is there a link between you and what happened? No one can establish that for a fact also on grounds of law, that it was this particular person who said that he saw this video and as a result decided to act upon. All that you are hearing and seeing is that Captain was the one who influenced them because he did this way back 2023. But it's very easy for someone to come to say that, oh, I decided to act, or we decided to behave this way because we saw this video. It's very easy. If someone wants to do you harm, the person can decide to do so. So for me, Captain Smart, Media General, I've always respected TV3. I remember way back in October 1997 when my dear friend Elizabeth Amadade, when she was wearing that yellow, dress there, and she was sitting right behind the camera with her foreign accent. It was so beautiful seeing her deliver the news on TV3 at the time. I remember the likes of Gideon Ayukwe, Emma Morrison, including the CEO, the lady herself, the noble Beatrice Ajman. So some of these things, I believe you should look at it. It's very, very key. Because if a media house becomes a vlogging media platform, it destroys whatever thing it stands for. Remember, many a time people say the media is there to inform, educate, and entertain. But I've built upon it by saying that the media is there to inform, to transform. We inform to transform society. We are there to maintain peace, to entertain people so they can laugh. We are there to dedicate ourselves into educating people. That is my understanding. So many a time I ask myself, where cometh this whole idea where people stand with camera in front of them and they begin to insult people, elderly people, saying things as if the world belongs to them. Is that a kind of training that we are giving to our kids, the generation yet unborn? That someone can look at an elderly person, it doesn't matter whether the person is a minister of state, the person is this or that. All that matters is for you to insult the person, using those words. In my opinion, is very, very wrong. We shouldn't be, we shouldn't be accepting this, condoning this kind of attitudes. As far as our media landscape is concerned, the media is supposed to entertain, inform, and educate. What kind of education will someone get from, an insult? You telling someone he's a fool will not change anything. Rather, will make the person very angry. Why? Sometimes when I listen to some of these guys, the words, I'm not able to watch or listen. We all come from distant homes, beautiful communities, societies, families. So what happened? Oh. So for me, what Captain Smart said, what he did, whether he likes it or not, he has to apologize. But I said, like I said, one cannot conclude that he was the one who influenced the situation because there hasn't been any investigation that has led to his name. I take it again. One cannot easily conclude that he influenced the situation because there hasn't been any investigation that led to him or his name. However, a link can easily be established if someone decides to show up to say that, yes, I saw this video of Captain Smart and I decided to use it and I decided to share it to some agitators. Hence the result to why we lost 8 people. And that will be your end, brother. Let me offer you this friendly advice. The Day of the Jackal is a beautiful movie. When an assassin, or let's say an assassin, is sent to eliminate a target or a victim or whoever, whatever thing that the assassin will do to get to that person is very easy and simple. That is why as human beings we need to be very careful of our own utterances, our words. These things that you are doing, you are calling for certain things, trouble. I pray that the good Lord will always protect you. You might think you have the military, you have the police, you have this, you have a bodyguard. But do you know something? Before someone can carry out a crime, or assassin can do something, or can harm a fellow brother or sister, there should be something called some kind of closeness, some kind of relationship. The assassin can use a weapon, can use someone close to you. That is why they are called assassins. And at the end, they will leave no trace. So as a human being, be careful of your utterances. Be careful of the kind of things you say when you get the opportunity to speak. Your life matters to a lot of people, to your family. If for nothing at all, you have a family. You want someone to do you harm? For the Ghanaians to say that, oh, this bad thing happened to this very gentleman because he was speaking the truth. What do you think will happen after you are gone? So why don't you use that energy, that anger, to educate people rather than trying to say things that will get people angry? Because remember, to every action there is a reaction. The very people that you are attacking, they also have followers, and they can decide to do you harm any day, anytime. That is why we all must be very careful. So for me, I can't teach you your job, but one thing that I can say and share with you is that be very careful of your utterances. It's very important so that you can protect yourself, protect your family, protect your community, your country, and protect your truth. I tell people, I'm sitting on a lot of stuff. Look, there are so many pieces of info out there that a lot of investigators are sitting on. But the question is, why haven't they released those things? Because they know the damage I've seen some. I've destroyed some. Because I know too well that, look, these are things that can harm, destroy, divide a country. We all have a responsibility to protect what is ours. So, my dear friend Captain Smart, what you said was irresponsible. It was very bad. Find time and then apologize to Ghanaians, especially those people who lost their citizens. Find time to say something to them. You might not be the one who caused this whole thing. Yes, you might not be the one who caused it. But at least your name, anytime, any day, anytime that incident is mentioned, your name will be tagged with it. And that is not healthy. This is Ghana Speaks with me, Enoch Ejo. Let's continue. I wish to offer this friendly advice also to the youth. Abstain from trouble. Changing government does not mean a coup. It doesn't mean for you to take the law into your hands. Because, MPP did it. Likewise, we're also going to do. At the end, we will end up destroying the very foundation that we are trying to build. I keep saying that as a country, until we understand where we are coming from, our cultural values, we will never know where we are going. For me, you can't easily convince me to join you in demonstrating against something that I don't believe in. But even if I'm going to join you, I'll try my best possible to make sure that we go by the rules, the laws. Now, on this very topic, as far as this AGA clash with the youth are concerned, I understand that the president has issued an order for investigations to be carried out. At the end, what are you going to see? Same old story, nothing. In this country, we lost a certain president. The word on the street is that he died because of throat cancer or whatever. Other sources are saying things differently. We even heard that the president was sent to a maternity, room. I don't know whether to give birth or what. All these are stories circulating the death of our former father, John Mills. We also lost J.B. Dankwa, a man who was a family member of the immediate past president of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. I don't know how they are later. I'm told either cousins, nephew, uncle, whatever. But the bottom line is that that's a family member. Nothing happened. Ahmed Suale, an investigative journalist, equally was shot and killed. Nothing. Mankesim, an MP, equally was shot and killed. So I ask myself, to what end? Because every investigation must lead to an end. It's supposed to let us know who are behind. So this investigation that has been ordered by the president, is it for the president to know those who influenced the decision to attack, or those who took the shots? Which is which? For the military, they were performing their duties. And those who also went there, were they also performing their duties? So to what end? Well, only the president can tell. So look at all these names that I've mentioned. Again, I'm saying, be careful as a citizen of the land. Be careful. Because there are people who are very, very, very powerful. If something should happen to them, they will know within a second. There are others who are equally powerful. If something should happen to them, no one will even know or hear of it. That is the difference. How about you, who is not in any of these categories? You are not powerful. An ordinary person. What do you think will happen to you? Let's be very careful. Is the NDC and John Dramani Mahama, our president, really committed to this bill against anti-LGBT? Are they really committed? I'm asking this very question because the president has set up an 8-member Constitution Review Committee, chaired or is going to be led by Professor Henry Kwesi Prempeh. A lot of you probably will know him. Look at this picture. That's him. This is a man. It's a publication on Ghana Web. CDD's HK Prempeh launches serious intellectual defense of LGBTQ activism in Ghana. This is the headline on Ghana Web. The same person is leading charge as far as the Constitution Review Committee is concerned, to look at the areas that the president will have to look at as far as amendments of the Constitution, certain areas of the Constitution is concerned. We will advocate for the repeal of anti-LGBTQ plus bill if Akufo-Addo signs it. CDD. This is the same man who has been tasked to look at the Constitution. The sections that he believes, together with his team, should be amended. So I'm asking, is this man going to advise the president to sign a bill, or to have the state sponsor a bill against this kind of practice? Sam George, I'm taking your word for it. You said the president must sign. If he doesn't, he's going to have issues with you, just like you're also going to have issues with some of us. We will make sure, whatever thing that you said in opposition will come to pass. Every day, every night, we will talk about it. So it was just a harmless question that I asked. If truly our dear president and the NDC is committed to this. I've had questions. Sometimes people many a time ask me that when the NPP was in office, yes, you predicted how the elections were going to go. You said it as it is without any fear or whatever. Yes. You are doing the same with Mahama. Yes, because I'm not for any political party. Yes, I've worked with some political parties. I'm making this point, this very statement because of the statement someone made, this very week. I'm not with any political party, no. I can be hired by any politician to perform my responsibility as a political consultant, media practitioner. After that is done. And I'm still even doing it for some people. But it doesn't mean when you are wrong or right, I have to keep quiet. No, I have to say it. That will make me a hypocrite. Journalistic ethics does not teach us to be timid, to be, hypocritical about issues. We are taught to be truthful. So yes, I can work for any politician. And I don't belong to any political party. Those who know me will tell you where I belong. I've always been an independent person. But when a politician tells me, Enoch, do this, do that for me, I will, to the best of my ability. And I will make sure I advise the person on things that he or she must do and things that he or she is not supposed to do. An MPP guy once, said to me, if we had listened to you, at least we would have lost, but wouldn't have been this very magnitude. Yes, it's true. When some of us were saying it, others were insulting us. So for me, whenever I say these things, we shouldn't, divide this country on partisan lines, MPP, NDC. Not even those people who elected John Dramani Mahama were not NDC members. Some were even MPP members. Some were people who listened and they decided to act upon. And this is one thing that Captain Smart is supposed to, how do you call it? Understand. He was talking about a video that he did way back 2023. You know why the NDC won? Massively. Bawumia once said this. Yes, they were playing those videos. So equally, someone can use a video to do harm. That is just by the way. So for me, my job is to God and country. It's not easy being in my shoes, but we try our best possible to perform our responsibility as far as media practice is concerned. You are still watching Ghana Speaks. My name is Snook Iju. We'll be right back after this. In a world where darkness rules, a world without a law, a world where truth is hidden, this is the world where we shine our light to make it better so you can sleep. We are the hunters of truth. Of Investigation Company, we hunt for the truth. Call us 0 any day, anytime, and we will be there to hunt for your truth. Welcome back. This is Ghana Speaks with me, Enoch Iju. We are looking at issues of local, national, and international. It's about time we go to the state, US of A. Congratulations to Donald John Trump, the era of the Jones. This is the time that I believe we've had a president in Ghana called John and a president also in America called John at the same time. I stand to be corrected. Since maybe 1992, the Fourth Republic of Ghana, I think this is the first time, because to the best of my knowledge, we had William Jefferson, Bill Clinton, then we had Bush, we had Obama, then we had Trump, now and then Biden, now to the man Trump again. So I believe this is the first time we've had a John in Ghana and a John in America. He was sworn in as the 47th president of America. Just have a bite.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chief Justice Roberts to administer the presidential oath of office.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the office of President of the United States
the office of President of the United States
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
That was him being sworn. But you know one thing I like about Trump? He began action. He made an important statement. As of this very day, it is the official policy of the American nation that there are two genders, male and female. Here I accept some of the things he said at the inauguration.
Treasury coming from foreign sources. The American dream will soon be back and thriving like never before to restore competence and effectiveness to our federal government. My administration will establish the brand new Department of Government Efficiency. After years and years of illegal and unconstitutional federal efforts to restrict free expression, I will also sign an executive order to immediately stop all government censorship and bring back free speech to America. Never again will the immense power of the state be weaponized to persecute political opponents, something I know something about. We will not allow that to happen. It will not happen again. Under my leadership, we will restore fair, equal, and impartial justice under the constitutional rule of law. And we are going to bring law and order back to our cities. This week, I will also end the government policy of trying to socially engineer race and gender into every aspect of public and private life. We will forge a society that is colorblind and merit-based. As of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
This is how a commander-in-chief takes charge. So it's a friendly advice to all African countries, especially those who want to sign this anti-LGBT whatever plus they call it, including Ghana in particular. This is the time that you have to sign, because when you sign, there wouldn't be any sanctions. As far as I'm concerned, Trump is for it. So let's try our best possible and sign it. Any other country in Africa that wishes to sign a bill against this anti-LGBT plus whatever, yes, I believe one thing. They shouldn't be harmed, they should be attacked, because they are human beings, they are brothers and sisters. What they need, psychological reform. You see, we need to look at their mental faculty. They need help, but we shouldn't be attacking them. That I agree. But we shouldn't also encourage that kind of discussion on our radio, TV sets, and so on and so forth. It's unnecessary, unhealthy, uncivilized. I don't want to read religious meaning to it, but all of us claim we believe in God. Is God for it? No. So there's a time for Africans to stand as far as this whole thing on LGBT is concerned. Now, my last very story. This story touches my heart. It's a story of a young boy. A boy who's not, I believe, even 18 years. He did something remarkable. He has made his school, Sodro Senior High School, very, very popular, proud. He has made his community, his people proud. This is what I expect the media to promote. It is always beautiful to see a child make you proud. As media practitioners, this is what we're supposed to believe in. Imagine if it was a negative story about this boy, it would be all over the world. But this little thing that he did, how many people are abreast of it? As someone will say, abreast with. How many people are abreast of this? This boy found a purse with 200 Ghana cedis in it. His name, Jeff Ahin. Master Jeff Ahin of Sodro Senior High School. He saw it, no one was there, and this boy is giving 15 cedis a day. The father is unemployed, so the mother is the one taking care of them. And he's a day student as well. He saw this, he found it on the ground. A purse, 200 Ghana cedis. What did he do? He sent it to the authorities together with a young lady called Vivian. If this boy was your son, you'd be proud. That is how we're supposed to train our kids. It reminded me way back when I was a child, when my mom told me, Fee, and I'm known this get the phone I want for. Until this very day, it has been my principle, and I've been a man of honor and nobility up to this very point. For me to see something or find something on the ground or on the floor, some other place, it doesn't matter. Once that thing doesn't belong to me, I will never take it. I remember some few years ago around Kaneshi, I saw 50 cedis notes on the ground, and I walked past it. There was a man who was behind me. He was just looking at me, looking at the money, wondering why I didn't take it. So he asked me, and I said, no, it's not mine. Probably the thoughts were, I'm a spiritualist or something, because why would you see money and then walk past it? Equally, he also did the same. I was so glad because I was able to influence another person that day. But this boy made Ghana proud, made the community proud. Watch what the headmistress did. For me, aside what people are doing for the boy, the one person I'm so proud of is the headmistress of Srodro Senior High School. She has done so well, because I know some teachers would have just taken it, nothing, no one will even hear of it. But the woman wanted the kids, these children, to know that there's always honor and nobility before any other thing. Watch this video as the headmistress was praising the boy, hailing the boy before his colleagues.
The clapping should start. Are you the one who has your purse missing? Okay, you found the money. There were two of you. I think you came with the boy. You came alone. These are students who have found money and have decided to bring the money to the authorities to announce for the owners. Come, this boy especially, the purse that he found. You see, I cannot disclose the amount. I cannot disclose the amount. But the amount is so much that I was surprised. Both papers and coins. We are waiting for whoever has misplaced her purse. I will not talk of the color of the purse. I want the person to come identify the color of the purse, the amount. As for the paper amount, the person may be sure. But the coins, enough of coins. And this boy brought the purse to the administration. Another round of applause for him. This is what we want. This is what we want. And so, in my own small way, I have this 20 Ghana for him. Yes, my dear, take this money. Keep it up, okay? Keep it up. Well done. Thank you very much. My dear, you can come. You also have this, You keep it up. Because the fact is that some people are stealing. Yes. Some people are busily stealing. And so if they come across the monies and then they will bring it, these are virtues that we want you to uphold. And so we will reward such people. And all of you need to be careful. Don't be careless, because the fact is that you may not always meet, I do not even ask their names. You may not always meet Papa Santa and Mama Santa. You will not always meet them. You will meet people who want to steal, and they will even come and steal if you do not keep your things well. And so we are encouraging all of you. It pays to do good. It pays to do good. And so when you find someone's belonging, please come and present it at the administration. The person can come for identification and collection. And we will improve. God will bless you for that. Are we okay? Yes. Okay, so...
Is that not beautiful? Now, the one who owns the purse finally showed up at the office of the headmistress. And you know the interesting thing? The young lady was able to tell the exact amount, including the coins and every item that was in the purse. This boy didn't take a penny. God, watch this.
It's commendable. And yes, he found 200. I just dashed him 20 cedis. But then, the blessing that will go with it. He could have spent the 200 and the coins, whatever. But definitely, it will follow you. Coins, no. The girl said 11 cedis. Master, Mercy intact. Girl, can't the amount of money 11 cedis. With this thing that is happening, bro, I think we should even bring the parents on board for them to know what the child has done. And so whatever training that a child is being, put through at home is yielding on tendency. It doesn't happen. Even with girls in pool, you cannot vouch for some girls. But for a boy, final year Form 3, to find a purse, 200 Ghana, coins, and return it to the administration. He's a very disciplined boy, well trained, and so at least others will be able to emulate from him, and so we will celebrate such a person. We'll bring the parents, we'll call and then tell them, if give me your mother or father, Hona, mother, hey, I didn't know you were this student. Such a mukacham family. Phenomenal. 0544. Madam, what's your appointment? You, Muslim. But I'm the comfort na me na kaseya. You, Mopocho, Musu, or for me, Golda, me headmistress or school. You, Chakuba had the one. Jeff, Ebo, Koba, Ebo, Ahin. You, and a pay me fairway one or a boko pa. Na, Uba Jeffrey, why Zibia? Madam, personal. Him sika no she personal. Sika 200 Ghana. And can't 2 million. Auntie Queen's Guijo. Minna Macacho. Inti Madam, Damida Simponya will nebidi. Uba Nancy, Inti Jeff na lower her, and Yankasa.
Where boys 5?
5 boys.
Where boys 5?
Jeff to dying.
Jeff also 5.
Or a last born.
Because you know, you were honor. You were honor. Or invest more by you were honor.
Hey, what does it imagine the moon son?
You heard the headmistress. She blessed the boy and said more blessings will follow him. There are so many clips, but I'm going to show you this because a lot of organizations have donated some, items and so on. So others also in cash, others also in kind. Just as 20 cedis was what the headmistress gave. The boy, remember, is a day student, giving 15 cedis a day. Found 200 Ghana cedis and some coins. He could have taken it. A Ghanaian student, SHS student, 21st century. May God bless him indeed. The headmistress said this boy will be blessed. Since then, I believe those of you who are abreast of the story, you've gone online, you've seen that the boy has been given a lot. But this one is so beautiful. Very soon, I'll show you a clip where he was given citation by Channel 1 TV's CU, I think some attendance or something like that. Yeah, because he was a former student of that very school. Yes. An alumni, yes. And they gave the boy a citation for his honor. King's University. What did they do? They've offered the boy free tuition, scholarship, everything that boy needs to complete his 4-year university program. They have provided it already. All because of one thing. Watch this.
To be able to do a good deed, especially when nobody's watching, is a commendable act, a very exemplary one at that. And the young boy in question, Jeffrey, was able to do that. You know, when people are watching, it's easy for everyone to do the right thing. But to be able to do the right thing when nobody is watching, I think that's what we call integrity. And that is what Jeffrey did. We wanted to encourage him and also encourage other people like him. You know, these days, especially social media is influencing a lot of people to live certain lifestyles. And to be able to live those lifestyles, they end up doing so many things that I would say lack a lot of morals. You know, they go back on their integrity. They don't have core values, or they don't have good values that cause them to live a life that we would wish that young people in our society would live. So to see something like that being done by a secondary school student, and a boy at that, among all these vices that are open to them, is very, as I said, commendable, exemplary. And that's why we are here today, to appreciate him, to honor him, and to also use him as an example to other people, boys and girls out there, that you don't have to have a crowd cheering you on before you do the right thing. When you are able to do the right thing when nobody is watching, it is something that builds character and can take you farther in life than you ever imagined that you get to.
Like people have been finding something, they have been returning it. So I thought I was doing a normal thing, that I found something which is normal, so I'm just returning it. And the time I found the purse, I realized that the purse is for a brother, because my class some students used to come and prep day. So the time I found the purse, I realized that if I spend the money, the person is a brother, so the person will be like, he or she will suffer, like she will not get food to eat, like buying things. So that's the reason why I returned the purse. I want to advise the youth that, like, you should be honesty, and you should be listening to advice from our elderly people, from both church and our parents, our teachers, so that you will go far in life.
The King's University College did not only consider the students by giving him a 4-year full scholarship, tuition as well as accommodation, but they also decided to think about the school, and so they've provided some foodstuff, bags of rice, oil, tin tomatoes, beans, gari, salt, even sugar. They've given us a complete meal, and we are very grateful to them for their thoughtfulness. And it is our prayer that other students here would emulate from what Jeff Ebo Ahen has done. And I believe if we have more of such children in our community, it will be a better place for all of us.
Is that not beautiful? What you just watched, isn't it beautiful? This is what I expect the media to promote more than someone who has slept with someone's wife, than someone who is a drunkard, someone who is this, who is that, using all sort of words. Before I end, I really want to say that this young man, I hope and pray that he will go places, and that others will emulate his example. Whatever thing that he has done, honor at all times. Teach the child, so that one day when this boy or when this girl or when this child grows, that person will be of beneficial use to society, to you and me. May the good Lord bless this young man, Jeff Ahen. As I'm about to end proceedings, let me add my voice to this stand on the constitutional review. People are calling for elections of MMDCs and so on and so forth. But in my next episode, I'll try my best possible to go into detail why I believe election of MMDCs is a bad idea. To begin with, imagine the MCE wins and his government loses. What do you think is going to happen? So there are so many things, and even if he's able to find the funds to do whatever thing that he wants to do in a particular area, the government can also decide to sabotage. So in my next episode, I'll try my best possible to go into detail as far as this constitutional review team, because they have 5 months to present their report to the president. We'll be going into that very matter. This program is probably brought to you by the Hawk Investigations. For all your investigative related activities, fall under Hawk Investigations Limited. If you need a PI to perform a special assignment by investigating on something very important, call them on 020-228-3252. 020-228-3252. Do you need sand or gravel for building and construction projects? Look no further. Kindly call 050-571-4871. 050-571-4871. Once you call them, they'll be there to assist you. They have everything. Call them now, especially those of you building those estate agencies, constructing the roads. Call them now. They will give you in quantity size. Well, before I sign off, I'm going to leave you with this very beautiful video. A man of God who has turned Batman. That is the way they've titled it, I don't know, maybe that is his costume, but some people are calling him Batman and Ruby, whatever, in church. So watch this, and may the good Lord bless you. See you next week, and it's bye.